Hello everyone, Eddie Sir here. It's been a while since I made a video. I hope you're having a great day. Now this video I'll be talking about Yokais 4. Is it still worth buying in 2021 or 2022 or 2023 depending on when you're watching this video, since when you post something on the internet it kind of stays there. Since we haven't heard almost any news of the localization on Yokais 4, we haven't heard if it's actually coming. Are they actually gonna make it, or just gonna be stuck in Japan forever? I decided to make a video explaining on if you should still pick up the Japanese version, some of the struggles you might have playing through the Japanese version, and just pretty much what is different in this version. Also, what the two versions of Yokais 4, since it has Yokais 4 and Yokais 4 Plus Plus, what are the difference between those? Well, how about we get into the first topic at hand? Alright, so the next topic we're going to be covering is the language barrier in Yokais 4, as the game never released in America as of yet, May 2021. And there is only the Japanese version, and I think it includes a couple other languages, but I'm not really sure. Well, that may make some people not want to buy it, but there are ways to get around this, like Google Translate. If you were to get the app on your phone, you can just scan the Japanese text in the game as it's showing on screen. And then once you scan it, all you have to do is highlight it and it will translate it for you. As you can see, highlight the entire text so I can get everything, and then it reads it to me. Sometimes it might not sound all the way correct, but it's a good way to just get the basics of whatever is going on. And there isn't just that. I know there's the other features like the instant, where it just does it instantly, but that one you need to stay like really still or it keeps changing. There's the other one, import, like you take a picture and all you do is just import it and it will Google Translate it for you. Those are three ways you could do it. I think I use all of them in different parts of the gameplay. But pretty much the entire game will be in Japanese. There'll be a couple words that are not in Japanese, like some of them will be in English, but they're like really far in between. There's another way where like there are different YouTube playthroughs on YouTube and all over the internet that you can get help on how to finish the game. So there isn't that much of a challenge, you know. It's pretty easy. So now we'll be talking about the yokais found in Yokai Watch 4. So you, as the first glance, you'll see a lot of the yokais from Yokai Watch 3 will be missing. That is because a lot of them were cut. I don't know what reason they had, but a lot of them were cut, and you have mostly new yokais. You have a couple returning ones, and then there are different forms for some of the old ones. Like I know Jibanyan has a different form with the shadow side and light side. Komasan has a different form with shadow side and light side, and we still have the classic versions. And most of the new ones actually have pretty cool designs. They're a lot darker than the old designs we used to have. Most of the old designs were more kid friendly. These, because of the shadow side anime, it has like a darker tone to them, but they're not that bad. My favorite yokai actually, Buchingan, got cut from this game, and I was pretty disappointed in that. But I did find a new yokai I actually liked, Junior. His shadow side and light side form are pretty cool, and well, pretty much don't write the game off just because it doesn't have every yokai from Yokai Watch 3. It does have improved graphics and everything. So, just enjoy the game and enjoy the new designs for some of the yokais. Alright, so let's get into the new mechanics. So the first thing you're going to be seeing here is the new like kind of mini game where you scan over the overworld, and sometimes you'll see these residue things from the main bad guy of the Yokai Watch 4, and you have to do this stuff, and either you get sucked in or out. Sometimes it'll give you some items. Other times you'll encounter yokai. As you can see there, my bag was already full of that item, so I couldn't pick it up. And the next thing you're gonna see is how scanning works. You see right there, you scan on the overworld. You'll see the new encounter for yokais on the overworld, um, and you scan it with your watch like this now. And sometimes they'll give you just items. Other times they'll actually like want to fight you. Like this time, he actually wanted to fight me. And you'll see the new battle system now. It's a lot different since now the player actually takes part in battling along with the six yokai, and it's not just one player; it's all the six players that are in the game. And as you can see right here, they're pretty easy since mine are like level 99. And here you'll see the new befriending thing where you have to take their cone away, which is kind of like their soul, and then you transfer it to some yokai pad app. There's an app on there, and you can trade all the cone that you have. You need a certain amount, and you'll be able to trade it for the actual yokai. And then here we'll lead into the switching your yokai follower. You can do that at any time. You can also switch your yokai party, the yokai in your party, at any point in the game once you unlock that feature. Well, actually, it's unlocked since the beginning. There will be like no medallion, so you don't need to go to an IPO or anything to actually trade for your yokai in their party. Now, another thing is that there is a blue dog. I think you've seen it throughout the gameplay. There is a blue dog that you just need to follow, and it'll take you to your next mission or whatever you need to do to finish the story. And that's pretty good for the people who don't understand Japanese. You just have to follow it. Sometimes it won't take you anywhere important because sometimes the mission is somewhere else. But the next thing is doors. There are these doors, like the same way you scan for yokai in the overworld. There are doors on the overworld that will, depending on what key you use on the door or what kind of door it is, it will decide how hard the yokai will be, what rank they'll be, how rare they are, and that's pretty cool because depending, there's a bunch of like key combos that you can do. There's a bunch of keys you can get from the Crankakais. There's keys that you can buy too, I believe. Yeah, and there are six total players. Three from the future part of the game, two from the present, and one from the past. And that's pretty cool. It's a lot more than Yokai Watch 3, and it gives us new places to explore. I'm really proud of the mechanics in this game, and I look forward to seeing what they do in the future. Alright, so now we're going to be talking about which version of Yokai Watch 4 is the best. So as of now, there is only Yokai Watch 4 and Yokai Watch 4 Plus Plus. And depending on which version you get, you'll be missing some content or you'll have more content. As Yokai Watch 4 is just the base game, there is no DLC. And you will get a physical arc, I believe, but that's pretty much all it has to it. It is a lot cheaper than Yokai Watch 4 Plus Plus, but if you want the DLC, you'll eventually have to buy an eShop card, and getting your hands on an eShop card is a little harder for the Japanese eShop, as the game is only on Japanese eShop, at least I think so. While Yokai Watch 4 Plus Plus has the DLC included, it doesn't have any physical arcs that you can use or anything like that. I know a couple of them had these Y medals, but that's as far as I think it went. But it was only for like the couple first people who ordered it or pre-ordered it. But now they usually do not come with those medals. So Yokai Watch 4 Plus Plus does tend to be on like the more expensive side, but I believe it's a little better to buy this one than Yokai Watch 4. I personally have both of them because I wanted the Yokai Watch 4 special arc thing, the Jibanyan, so all three of them. And I personally bought that one, but I usually play Yokai Watch 4 Plus Plus because it includes the Blasters DLC, it includes the new location. It pretty much has a lot of new yokais, like old returning ones that people really wanted to see. It's kind of like the better version, nothing like too much. There is some like quests that weren't available, but now are. The DLC is probably like the better way to go. It's a little more expensive, but I think it's worth the money since you might be wasting even more money trying to get a Japanese eShop card. All right, so in conclusion, well, is it worth buying? Absolutely. If you're willing to look over all the things like the language barrier and maybe like the price on Yokai Watch 4 Plus Plus, then you're a Yokai Watch fan. I believe you should probably pick it up if you haven't yet. It's a really fun, and you can always find people to play with. Like there's the Yokai Watch subreddit, and you can ask people to play with you or whatever. It's pretty fun. The blasters mode is like really entertaining since there's a lot of different missions, and well, it's really challenging too. And there's a bunch of yokai, new story and everything. It's really fun. It's worth a try. So if you haven't picked it up, you should probably pick it up. It's like it's the most different Yokai Watch game I've seen in a while. The main games, at least, the spin-offs were always different. And well, I hope you have a nice day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with anybody who's having doubts on getting Yokai Watch 4 or Yokai Watch 4 Plus Plus in 2021. And just enjoy your day and have a nice day.